Hi everybody, welcome along to our Sunday afternoon paper crafting live, and happy Mother's Day to all you mums in America. I know it's quite a big day for you, and I'm expecting that we won't have as many people perhaps as normal because you'll be out doing mothery stuff, or people will be doing mothery stuff to you, I don't know, but anyway, here we are. I just wanted to start before we go into the nature one, just to show you this, which is our Mariposa project that we've got going at the moment. This is page 1. Fairly simple, straightforward page. And this is page 2. And you can see that I've decorated it with some paper flowers, and this is a dimensional butterfly here and lace and stuff, ribbon, and it opens up like that and like that, so there's plenty of room for photographs and stuff there. And then we've got a huge I think they're called photo mats in there, so you can put a photograph on there, you can put a photograph on there, you can journal on there or whatever, and that just slides into there and it all folds up like that. So that's the Mariposa one that we've got going at the moment. You might want to follow along. We're only 2 in, and this next week I'll do some more, you know, just progress with it as we go, sort of thing. We've also got an Edith Holden one on the go. We're busy. But at the moment, what's taken centre stage today is the nature journal that we've been doing from a kit that I was selling on my Etsy shop. And someone yesterday asked if I had any more kits, or could I make any more kits. And we've had a good look this morning, and we think we can make 2 more kits. So if you want a kit, please can you private message me and I'll make it available on the Etsy shop. I know Noella was asking about one, and we had somebody yesterday, someone I hadn't seen before, Journey something or other, Journey Stallman. So yeah, it's worth you while just messaging me and seeing what state we're at that particular time when you message. So this, I mean, I've got loads of stuff left from my kit, bearing in mind that the kit doesn't come with the design papers. But it does come with some Edith Holden stuff and some other 12 by 12s, some napkin for decoupage, lace and trims, envelopes, doily. There's loads of stuff in it, and I'm left with loads. I could easily make another journal out of what I've got left. But let's have a look through this. See if there's anything else that we need to do to it before we sew it in. So this is the cover. I'm debating whether or not I want to put some wider lace on there. Oops. Maybe once I've sewn it in, I will put some wide lace down there. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I've spent this morning going around sewing things, putting lace onto things, just trying to finish up really. So that's the envelope, which was the Artie Mays freebie, and some, excuse me, some of the die cuts that came in the kit, the hand painted die cuts, and inside is just one of the journal cards from the paper pad that we were using, and I've just sewn around it. Put some roses on there. So that goes into our envelope and gets just tucked into there, so you can just see the colour of the dies. Some lace down there, a little pocket here, 2 little tags in there, and then we start the journal in earnest. On the front we've got the Foxy from the design papers, which I think is the Stamperia pad. forest, I believe. Our gorgeous fox. On the back of that, we've got this really large journaling tag, and it's designed to look like two journaling tags put together with another one of those hand painted dies that come in the kit, some labels tucked around it, etc, etc, and then a pocket lace die cut label which came from Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals on Etsy. This was a freebie from Nikki Adigan's Facebook group, the library pocket, and we made a little tag to go inside it with just a fussy cut on it. Same thing, lace along there. Why? Every time, why? I don't know. A label and a couple of little strawberries on there. I've left this page blank because there's not that much journaling to be had in here, to be honest. This is a piece of ledger paper that came with the kit, and I've used the napkin that came with the kit to decoupage onto that, and I love it. The ledger paper has been tea stained. I really love this page. One of my favourites. And in here we've got a really humongous tag, lace at the top. This is a little one of the square die cuts that you get in the book, or cut apart, should I say, inked around the edge, sewn around. Look at the effect of that tea staining, it's beautiful. That tucks in there, and then this is, you know, obviously the pocket that I folded over a couple of times because the paper itself is pretty flimsy, so I fold over a couple of times to get a decent edge on that. Some lace, a label, and fussy cuts. This was a page that came with the kit. Everybody's was different. Mine happens to be about this buzzard here. It's rather striking. And then that goes there, and there's kind of half a something or other. I don't know what it is because I can't see. But what I've done this morning is put some lace down here and sewn all around this page. So I made a pocket there so you can pop things in as you go. This was a page that came with a kit, tea stained and sewn around. Good journaling. And then this I've also sewn around this morning, and these are these double paper clips that we made with the journaling cards that were in the kit. Not in the kit, they were in the paper pad. And so they are double-sided paper clips. So on the other side, you've got the other side of the paper clip. And this was a card that Tony Vince sent me, and it was so beautiful with the blue tits and the little baby chicks in there, in that hollowed out tree, that I just had to use it, so I put it on there. And the back, which was from a 12 by 12 that came in the kit, it was white, so I've just inked it lightly with vintage photo, and then I've just stamped over it with a random text stamp. This page is our Edith Holden wallpaper border paper, which is this, which is fabulous. I just love it. And chopped it into 4 and made it into a waterfall with a little fox fussy cuts there. Plenty of journaling on the back of each one. And this is a page from the pad.
Jen and Mike like your sewing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it looks better now it's sewn. I didn't sew this one because of the complication of this at the bottom. So it didn't. That's one of the few ones that isn't sewn. This we made yesterday because we made a bit of a foul up. I was doing this page and I got carried away with my stamping and brought it over onto here. So we had to do something with this page. So I quite like it actually. I think it's a nice addition to the journal and doesn't look that much like an afterthought. This one I've sewn around this morning, and I've sewn lace onto the top of the pocket and put a little label there. Here we've got one of the notelets that I haven't done anything with. I've just literally put it in there. Now here is where I think I need to do something. These are 2 pages from that were in the kit, and I've left them. I haven't sewn around them because I think I might do something with at least one of them. Here is a green piece, came in the kit. I've sewn around it, but I've got ideas for that and one of these, so we'll see. A little glassine bag. It's just lovely. It's just got a lovely texture to it, lovely sound. This, easy to journal on top of that, and that's this lovely double spread that we made. Was it last Sunday? Or yeah, it might have been last Sunday. I've done so much since then, it's hard to keep up. So that goes there, but right in the middle goes this sort of little trifold that we made. And we used the Tim Holtz collage paper that came with the kit as backing for that. It's got a little journaling card. It's got a little notebook here that slips into there, and here it's got 2 little pockets, all with lace on. On top of the notebook's got lace on, and that is going to get sewn hopefully into the journal right in the centre like that, and we should be able to still open that. That's the theory. See how it goes, eh? And then, yeah, just get in there, will you behave, thank you. That's the back of this page. What did I do with the back of it on there? Oh yeah, just put some light stamping on it. Yeah, let's just do that now then before I forget, because this is what this is about, just going round seeing what we need just to finish it off nicely. So I'm just using this illegible text stamp that I've got, and I'm just randomly gonna, ooh, that's quite juicy. That's fine, that's absolutely adequate. And that's just bundled sage distress ink that I'm using there. The other side of the glassine bag, this green page, which is empty, front half and back half. So we'll see in these 2 pages here that are the flower pages that were in the kit. That's the other side of the notelet. So I might do something with that. That page came in the kit. This page we did yesterday. I still like him, I think he's nice. With the Edith Holden postcard that came in the kit. A floating pocket on a blank page for journaling. The other double paper clip with the 2 note cards in it, and background same as the other one, stitched around now. This, the other side of what we've already seen, stitched around. This is the other half of the Keith Brocky book. I've put some lace and stitched that down there and stitched all around it. And I just love them, they're just so cute. This is going to be fun and frolics to stitch this in, I can tell you, but never mind. Huge tag goes in there. The other side of the decoupage, which is adorable. Green journaling spot, the other library card, the other double tag that's really a single tag, and the back page, and a little envelope, that sort of tuck spot there that you can tuck things in as you go. So right, the only thing that's kind of got me puzzling a bit, let me just lay that there, is this green, empty green page and these 2 flower pages. Let's put the notelet back in there. Put these back on there so I know where I've got it from. So what I'm thinking is, just thought that felt quite heavy. I don't know. Is that this could do with something, not everywhere, but just something. So I'm wondering whether to put like a little side flip on, a little side pocket on one of them, like that down there. I think that might look quite nice. And and on another one, is it this one or the other? Yeah, using either this or this, probably this, to make a tummy tuck across the page. I think that would look nicer than the inclusion of the book pages, but of course it's up to you, it's your journal. But I like this, and I think I'm going to use that as a side pocket. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I haven't got enough paper to turn it over, you know, etc. So it's going to be quite a flat pocket, but you will get things in it, and I think it'll be all right. So let's chop that off. I mean, they were put there in your journal for you to use any way that you saw fit. So it really is up to you. I just want to get away from that, where the staples have been. A bit more, perhaps. A bit frugal. Yeah, lovely. And just down where before the text starts, really, I think, is what I want. So just about there. Maybe a little bit further over there.
So also make a very nice vertical belly band.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, might do that. Good thinking, Mr. F. Good thinking. That's what you paid for. Yeah. I've still got that, which is still pretty. I'll keep that in my box, because it is still pretty. And this is what I'm going to make the tummy tuck out of. Let me just check that it's wide enough. Should be. Yeah, plenty wide enough. So let's just chop that off. There. I think this is making better use of it, actually. And there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly.
Beneath says there's lots of great ideas in the journal.
Oh, thank you, Beneath.
Rose says she's loving the journal.
Oh, thank you.
Linda says beautiful, Miss P.
Oh, everybody's been so nice
And
today.
Violet says loveliness.
Oh, thank you, Violet. So, yeah, they're going to go on there somehow, in some configuration or other. So, what I'm going to do is ink round them both, because we have inked round everything in this book, and I inked round everything that hadn't been inked round this morning. So we're all up to speed.
Should we do a little roll call, will you ink?
Yeah, brilliant.
Terry.
Hi, Terry. I'm glad you got your Mariposa paper.
Kyung.
Hi, Kyung.
Ros.
Hi, Ross.
Bernice.
Hello, Bernice.
Carrie.
Hiya, Carrie.
Violet.
Hello, Violet.
Jen.
Hello, Jen.
Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Nancy.
Hiya, Fancy Nancy. Hiya, Will.
Zamet.
Hello, Zanet.
Judith.
Hello, Judith.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
And Kathleen.
Hello, Kathleen.
If I've missed you, shout out.
Well, thank you all for joining me. As I said, I know it's Mother's Day in the US. We have ours sort of the end of March, which this year we were all in lockdown, so I guess there was some disappointed people around. But we're out of lockdown now, and things, touch wood, things seem to be going okay. Just have to play it day by day, really. I was going to say week by week, but it's probably day by day. So shall I put that on there so as you're coming through the journal you see that first? Yeah, I think I will. So it's, there's nothing to do to it, it's just glue it. If I had my sewing machine out, and I don't, so I'm not going to do it, I would sew around there before I glue it on, but I haven't got it out, so I'm afraid it's just going to be glued on. Let me get a ruler so I'll glue it on straight. Where do I want this to be? Where's about the middle? About there. So let's see what that measures. I think that's about it there. Just a straight edge for me to be for me to go by. So I'm just gluing on the top and the bottom. And I'm not going to put anything in this. Although there are loads of things in the kit that you could use an envelope, you could, you know, there's lots and lots. But my time with the nature journal is pretty much over. I've spent long enough with him. So there we are. I think that is a much better use of that book page than just being an inclusion. So, yep. So I think I'll put this one here. No, I'm going to put it on the back, just to be different. This is a really lovely image. It really is. And I appreciate that you've all got different images. But this is the one that... I just picked a kit at random and this happened to be it. That's all right. That's not quite into the centre. So that means that when we come to sew our signatures together, and the time is fast approaching, we're down to minutes now. I think it's going to be a real awkward one. I really do. But we'll see. I'm trying to keep this relatively short today because, like I say, I know it's Mothering Sunday. I'm going to stick it onto this side first, somewhere like half, like that, right on the edge. And I've just got that teeniest little border. I've got my substitute Timmy towel today because Timmy, I was going to say Timmy himself, but the actual real Timmy towel is on the line, I think. I think he's on the line. 2 loads of washing done today, both on the washing line. There is rain around, so Mr. F's having to cast a weary eye over the weather whilst doing his producing business. So yeah, that's that one. And that's that one. And I quite like those. And then of course we've got all this journaling to do. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, put a stencil in there, a stamp. Should we put some stamps on for a laugh? We haven't used stamps very much in here. I've really tried to... That's not a stamping platform. I've really tried to keep it to things that were in the kit. But I'm going rogue now. At this point, I'm going rogue. So, because I've been using them with other things, let me just clear a line to them. I've got my mini bouquet rubber stamps out. And I must say I'm loving them. They're really, really easy to use because they're small. The other ones, I love them, but they're actually quite large. Right, so this is the top. Always useful to know which way the top is. Let's pop that in there. Right, so I'm thinking I'm going to have some... Let's bring that up a bit, I don't want that in the way. Some flowers around the bottom. I'm going to bring it inside the stitching margin. I like to keep the margin of the stitching quite clear. What shall I have? What shall I have? I don't know, just making a picture. I'll put that in the middle, I think, and that there. Yeah, quite like that. And I might put butterfly on as well. Unless I'm getting too fancy for my own pants. Which is a possibility. It does happen. Right, let's stamp them first anyway and see. I'll just take the blankness off that page. Ooh, and I know that most of you have got stamps of some description, so you can have a go with them. Butterflies would be good. Anything. Well, perhaps not a zebra or an elephant, but you know. Right, let's see then. I'm using Distress Archival ink in Vintage Photo. Oh, they look nice. They look quite distressed. I quite like them like that, but other people might think it's just a bad stamp, so just ink them again. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, let's just give them a wipe with a Timmy towel. And I'm going to do a butterfly. I've got 3 butterflies to my name. I don't know which one to do. That one's the one I use most often. I don't even know if it's going to stick to the stamping platform because I've used it so much and not washed it. That looks a bit disproportionately large actually. That might look a bit better. No, it's a cling one, not a rubber, so I'll turn my thingy around. Oh, it's sticking. Right, for this I'm getting fancy. I've got 2 colours here. One is the Archival in Mermaid Lagoon, and the other is a really old pad that's Versa Magic in Spanish Olive. So let's have a go. And I'm just going to do his little body, and obviously a bit either side because I can't get in that tight, in the Spanish Olive, and then I'm going to use the Mermaid, whatever I called it, Lagoon was it, on the edge of his wings. Let's try that. See what happens. Please work. Oh, that's all right. It's maybe a bit bright for our journal, but it's all right. It's okay. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I was doing there. Let's split them up again. Right, so now I want to do a similar thing on the other page. I'll have to turn it around to get this into the corner, obviously. So let's have that one, this one, and there's a little fella here, this one. Okay, I think that'll be it. Oh yeah, magnets, well done, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm in the wrong phase. Turn it round to rubber. I must say it's very easy to change this Tim Holtz platform from cling to rubber. Really easy. And ooh, I've got both the lids off my Archival inks, and I nearly did that in the Mermaid Lagoon. That would have been fancy. Stink these up. I don't know about doing the butterfly again. I think it's a bit fancy. So I might not do it again. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I do love this stamping platform. With regards to paper crafting, it's changed my life. Not in regards to my entire life, you understand. But with regards to paper crafting, definitely. Because I really hardly ever used stamps before because I was rubbish at it. They just didn't work for me. Whereas now, I can just keep inking and stamping till I get exactly what I want. So yeah, it was a good buy. Right. So yeah, I think I think that's about done. I think there's much more can be done to that really. So let's get the journal back. That goes in there. That goes there. Yeah. Okay. So the only other thing that I thought needed something doing to it was the back of this. Or the front of it, whatever. I quite like that being blank next to that actually. But this has got the cards and whatever, you know, the logo for the people who printed the cards, and I'm not that keen on that. So I'm going to take this out of here. I don't want to put that there. Put that there. And what I'm going to do is just make a little side pocket. So I'm just going to select some paper. Not big enough? Don't be stupid, that's not big enough. I'll just lay those out because I want a couple of those tags. I don't like those leaves. No, that's too solid a colour. I've got enough of that. I'll get that out. Just get that out of there. That's great. That's marvellous. So what I'm going to do is just cut a piece of paper. This card hasn't even been folded straight, and that is not my fault. I hasten to add. And I'm just going to cut a piece that fits that card back quite nicely. So I'm going to just sort of hold it up to the top. So that's where I want the top to be, right at the top. And I want this to be just a little bit off the hinge bit. And just draw a line there. And move that up. And I'm just going to draw a line there. So hopefully when I cut this, I'll have a piece that will cover that entire back. That's the plan. That's the plan. I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to have to use my other trimmer. Come on, girl.
Esther says hello.
Hello, Esther. Thanks for joining.
Lorna says hi.
Hiya, Lorna. Early bird today.
She said she got up early but got distracted.
Distracted.
Now she says be right back, so she's off to make coffee, one would guess.
One would guess. Right, so let's trim that. Oh, that hasn't trimmed. Oh, we're back to problematic trimming now. Or not. I don't know what that was about. It hasn't trimmed properly. And this, which is, it's just a hair. It's a hair. So let's see if that fits. If we glue that on, is that going to fit nicely? Yeah, I think it is. Looks okay. So what I'm going to do is take my clicky, roundery punch thing. Punch is the word I'm looking for. And I'm just going to mark where the centre is, because you all know I'm a klutz. It's almost 6 inches, which I reckon is almost 3 if you halved it. So I'm saying that that's the middle there. It doesn't have to be absolutely accurate, but sometimes I can be absolutely wayward, totally wayward. So I'm just going to get that sort of half and half. And I've only got a little bit in the cutter, not half of the cutter punch. Just just that much, just to let people know there is actually something in there. I'll pop that away afterwards. So I'm just going to ink around here. And let's see if I need to ink. Oh, told you about that yesterday. I'm doing the self-same thing again today. See if we have to ink around the card as well, maybe if it's not a very good fit. There we go. Right, let's see then. So if that's there and there and there, I think it's quite a good fit, you know. That's shocking, isn't it? So I'm going to ink down here, just where the thumb hole is. Yeah, it's right there. It's just a little bit further in like that. That's fine. That's grand. Let's stick that down then. You can use double-sided, you can use your art glitter, you can use whatever you are confident is going to stay in one place. So don't forget, we're just doing 3 edges. Don't do the edge that you've cut your thumb all out of. And you think I'm joking, but I tell you so many times. So many times. So I'm just going to take off the excess there. Get that right on the edge, right on the edge. There we go. Wow. That looks better, doesn't it, than the boring back of a card. And I know there is a little white margin down there. I don't know if you can see it. But I've left that because I'm going to be sewing this into the signature. And if you go right to the edge, then it's another layer that you've got to get through. So, I don't mind that being blank. And on the front there's that, which is really pretty. So that's good journaling space. But this, yeah, I didn't like it with the, you know, the wording from the manufacturers. And when you put it like that, you can see a white margin there, but it's not there really. It's on the front. So, yeah, so that's okay. Right, so let's just cut out a couple of these little tags. And we'll pop them in there. I actually quite like these two. That's convenient. And we've got the width to play with, because the notelet isn't as wide as the journal. So I can have these sticking out, I think. Let's see what it looks like when we're done. We made good use of these tags, which I'm pleased about. The nice easy ones to cut out, they're just angles, and none of those fancy. Sometimes you get them and they're all sort of curly at the top. I never have any joy cutting those out. So let's just check. Yeah, they fit in there fine, absolutely fine. Okay, so that's that done. Now then, do I need to put a little top on them? I guess I do, otherwise I get lost in there. So let's have a look and see if I've got, I could put some lace on. I've put lace in other places now, so I don't mind putting lace on. Oh yeah, and I can show you something. Look what Nancy sent me. This gorgeous little stapler. Crafters, we are memory keepers. Crafters Essential, Crafters Stapler. And look, it comes with all of these. 300 in each colour. That's fabulous. I haven't even opened it yet. I couldn't find anything I wanted to staple. So you get 1,500 staples with this and this cute little stapler. So let's give it a go. Has it got staples in it? No, it's brand new. Ooh, I'm going to have to see if I can work out how to do this. Right. I'm going to go for green.
Go for green?
Yeah. Or green for go, if you like. Should have had a practice of this, shouldn't I? So there's my green staples. Just going to pull this back. I believe they go that way. Maybe not.
Might be too many.
Well, you'd think they'd put them the right size, wouldn't you? That's not going to shut, is it?
There's too many.
Mr. F's frantically saying to me, "There's too many! There's too many!" Okay, let's... I can't split them up. There we go. I've done it. So let's pop those in there, just like that. Let's have a little practice on something first. I think it's a sensible thing to do. Here's a bit of craft. Let's try it. Oh, look at that. How swanky am I with my green staples? Lovely. Right. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you very much indeed. And Will, of course. Lace. Lacy lace. What lace have I got? I've got this one. That would be fine, wouldn't it? I think so. So let's just cut a couple of pieces off. I didn't know I was going to do all this. I thought that today I was just sewing the signature in. Should know better, shouldn't I, really? So that's...
You're just trying to delay the inevitable.
I'm trying to delay the inevitable. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could put journaling paper on the back of here. I mean, it's probably quite a good thing to do. But I'm not going to, because I want to get on with the... So how am I going to hold that then? Don't know. Do you think that's in the middle? No. Shall I staple one side, glue one side on and then staple it?
Or double side one side maybe?
Yeah, double side one side. Double side.
You can double side both sides and then staple.
Rather defeats the object, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's about there. And that's about there. Get my knife, it's got a new blade in it. Because I've successfully managed to gunk up the last one. As I'm doing now with this one. Right, so let's just stick that on there, like that, then fold it over, and then staple it. Can't tell where the middle is. Well, that's fine, it's grand and dandy. Right, let's try this one. Okay. There we go. I have stapled my lace in place. Thank you very much, Nancy and Will. I love a new toy. I really do. Right, so let's pop those in there. They're not going to get lost in there now because they've got the lace on the top. So that's that. Let's put these green ones back in so I don't lose them. I want to put them with the green side up so I know what colour it is. Like that. Lovely. Keep those tidy. Grand. Right, so I think we are at the stage, lost the journal, of sewing it all together. Yikes. So that's the, where's my card? There. I've glued my card together, that's it. And that goes there. Right, okay. There's the journal. It's turned out much chunkier than I ever wanted it to be. But, and it's sort of crept as well, but you know, never mind, it doesn't matter. We've had fun. So what I'm going to do is make 3 holes in this back spine, in the spine section of the, and I think that's, yeah, that's fine. So, where's my yogurt? My yogurt mat. Oops, this thing's flying everywhere. Let's put that way. Make sure that you don't go straight onto your best dining room table or something, because we're going to use a pokey tool which is sharp and you want it to go through this. So just beware. Let me just pick up these things that I sent flying before. Okay, ow, that was my knee. Right, so this measures all in all 8.5, there or thereabouts. Just check. Yeah, 8.5. So let's put a hole at, well, we want to be central as well. We want to be central on the spine. So the spine measures 1 inch. So I want to be at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to draw a line at 1/2 inch on the spine. Just there, okay. So I'm just doing it with pencil, but I can see it. So then I'm going to make my central hole, and I said it was 8.5, so I want 4.25 from either the bottom or the top. It doesn't matter, they'll be the same. So that's going to be my central hole there, and then that I want to come in about what's that, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. Yeah, something like that, wherever you fancy. I'm going to do mine at 1.25 inches from the bottom, and then 1.25 inches from the top. And those are my 3 holes that I'm going to need for my journal. So, next thing is to centralise all this lot up, which might be a bit easier said than done, to be honest, because there's some things like the glassine bag that if I just knock it on the table, the glassine bag's going to end up at the bottom, and I don't want that. So I'm going to get my clips out while I've still got free hands to do that with. Not 3 hands, free hands. So that's the first thing, and that folds there. Let's get the folds exactly right. This is going to be worse than the normal ones we do because it's got little bits in it and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to take these tags out because it just makes life easier. They can go back in when we're sewing when we've sewn the thing in. So you want to keep them, actually it looks like I've cut them the same size as the cover, so keep them right in at the corner. Every page that you do, make sure it's pushed right into that V in the centre. It's worth taking your time. Otherwise you have to redo it, don't you, Lorna? And you don't want that. So I'm pushing each one right into the corner. That one there looks wayward. This one here, I don't know what's up with him. Just needs to move up a little bit, I think, maybe. Yeah, okay. And this one. And it is time consuming and it is a pain in the bum, but somehow we've got to get it done. The other thing you could do, if you really, really don't want to do this, is just put a piece of elastic around it. But you can do this. You absolutely can. I could do with those not being on it. And Mr. F's just got out the room, so let's see if we can do it ourselves. It's just easier without these extra bits. Could you just take that off, please? Just slide it towards you. Thank you. So we're still right up in that V there. Just going to take these, anything extra that I can get off, I'm going to take off. I can put them in later. Usually I'd just bang them on the table, it'd all come straight and everything would be right, but like I said, the likes of this, that's shorter than the journal, so it would just fall to the bottom and that would be no good. Okay, glassine bag. And I think that centre bit's going to cause us more trouble than anything, but it's going in. Right, okay. Excuse me. Just going to unfold that because it's going to make life a little bit easier for us. Right, I'm going to make sure that I've got all of those pressed as tightly into that hinge as I possibly can, and then I'm going to clip them in that position. Pushing them in really tightly. Obviously that isn't going to be clipped. Let's just make sure that's in tight. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to have to do it this way. Push it in and clip it. Okay. Right then. So we're at this situation. So what I need to do now is transfer the marks that I've got on my hinge onto the centre of this. Yeah, that's better. Right. So take the envelope out. I don't really know how to do this now. I need to come out exactly there. I can't remember how I did it. I'm going to make my hole this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've done before. Make my hole in the spine with a pokey tool. And then I'm going to lay this on there where I want it to be and poke through with my pokey tool where I want the holes to be. This looks like a very convoluted way of doing it, but it's what I've done previously, I'm sure. So I've got my centre line on the I think that's right. I'm just going to poke a little way in case it isn't right. Looks like it's right. Yeah, that looks right to me. Looks like it's twisted as well. Which I don't want. Don't twist. Please don't twist. I don't know why that's twisted. Let's go for it. Let's stop messing around and just go for it. So I'm going to poke these holes through and hopefully they're going to go through to the middle. Let's have a look and see. Well, they're nowhere near the middle. So that's just rubbish. I normally do that, get everything ready and push through.
You normally fold it and then go into
Yeah, I do, but I'm having trouble with this one.
There's quite a lot of bulk there.
There is. Okay, so let's just do it the way we normally do it, which is get everything in like that. The problem is that the holes on my spine are not, the spine's an inch thick. Not the normal folded over version that we normally have. So I knew this would be problematic, and it is. Okay, so let's just eyeball this then. See what's going on. So that's my mark. So I need to come in here. This is a bit dodgy. This might work or it might not. Yeah, that's good. That's at the mark. Phew, that is thick. Then this one wants to be at the centre. That's okay, live with that. And this one I think is already at the top. Maybe a bit further down. Yeah, there we are. So I can't give you a formula for that, guys. It's just like look at it and say a few words and go for it. So let's hope when I get this tied in it looks something like, because I don't want to be doing, undoing it and doing it again. That is not what I'm going to do. Right, so you've seen me do this a million times. You go from the inside out, you can go from the outside in, but I'm not. So through my book, and I'm going to clip this end with one of my clips. Like so, and out through there, through that centre hole. Could have done with making the holes a little bit bigger as well, I think. And in through that bottom hole there. I'm just going to get the needle out through there. And then in through this hole that we made at the bottom. This one. And that should come out in the middle, which it is. Miracle. Then out through the top. Keep your book folded as a V is my best advice to you. Keep it folded over. Out through the top hole. And then back in through the middle hole. And then back in through the middle hole in the book. And it's coming out the middle. Hooray, hooray, hooray. So all that flapping. I think we've got it done all right. I think it's okay. It's definitely on the centre. There is a hole there. That was an errant hole. It was made in error. So I'm just going to squish that down like it doesn't exist. Okay, so I've unthreaded my string. I'm just going to unclip that. I'm just going to tighten these. Make sure that your threads are each side of the long centre stitch before you tie your knot. And before you finally tie your knot, just make sure it's tight. Not too tight, you don't want to be splitting your paper, but tight. Tie a knot there. Oh, it's made me get a sweat on that, I tell you. I'm just going to tie a bow.
Violet says, don't forget the centre fold out you have to put in.
Oh, Violet! I forgot it! Ah! No, it's not going... Oh, well, I only need one hole of it, don't I?
Yeah, you can put it on top of the old... You tied off that bit. But do you want me to undo that knot?
No, it's alright. I just wondered if there was another way of doing it.
Not really.
Like sort of on top of it or something. No, there isn't. I thought it was all going a bit too smoothly. Said it to you, didn't I? It's all going a bit too smoothly.
Violet says she was shouting.
Oh, Violet! I didn't hear you.
Mike says, good job. He was holding his breath.
Yeah, well, hold your breath again. You've got to do it all again. Oh, can't believe I forgot that, Violet. I was just thinking it was all going okay.
Could you somebody's paying attention?
Yeah. Well, not really. I would have just said that's it. Right.
And the day it is only a knot.
So, no, well, it's not really, is it? Because I've got to undo all of this. Because that needs to get sewn in. So I've got to undo all of it and redo it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not just a knot, it's the whole shebang. Right, I'm just going to use a new piece of string in case I've weakened that where the knot was with me picking. Need to put holes in that.
Benny said to paperclip the booklet in.
Yeah, good blinking idea.
Mike says he likes the paperclip idea.
I'm liking it more and more. Let's give this a try anyway. We will not be beaten by a blinking journal. Come on, how many have we made? Right. So I've somehow got to transfer the holes that are in there into here. Well, I'm just going to make a mark and then I'm going to...
Covers all three, does it? Yeah.
This is getting sewn in like that. And that
I know, I
folds
just
over.
thought it would be the centre hole. I didn't realise it would be...
No, it's all three, that's the problem.
I didn't realise that.
Ah, yeah, well, that's the problem. Which is the hole I've just been using? That one. Or that one. That one, I think. And a hole there. And a hole there. Right, let's make those then, without trying to disturb that overly much. No, it covers all of them, unfortunately. Hole, hole, hole. Let's make these big enough to get my needle through. So yeah, I guess I'm on the naughty step. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2. Right, so in through the centre, clip your end, just so you don't pull it through, because it's really easy to do that. And I'm carrying on like as if it's going to go well. So it might, who knows. So, fold my book over and see if I can get this out through there. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Out through the cover. In through the bottom hole of the cover. In through the hole in the book, journally part. That doesn't feel right.
Nancy says no knot shall send us to the knotty step.
I can't find my way in here. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's that. So I need to go through the centre bit. Don't forget. That would just be awful, wouldn't it, if I forgot twice. I'm in the middle. Thank you. Right, so that's that.
Everybody else does these things, but they video it and take it out so nobody ever knows.
Yeah, I know.
But that's just not real life, is it?
It's not what we do, Mr. F.
Nope.
We do it warts and all. Because this is what is going to happen to people. It just is. Because it happens all the time. So you might as well see the cursing and swearing. Well, you can't see it because I'm doing it under my breath. I thought for one awful moment there I'd sewn it to the yoga mat. At which stage I might have thrown the towel in. So then we just want to come up through the middle of the book cover. Then in the middle of the book. Which is there. Then I'm just going to do that in one go. And I'm going to put it through the middle of here. And the threads come loose. I know everybody that's watched me do this a million times before knows what I use, but for those of you that are new to this, heaven help you, I'm sorry it's not the best of examples, but I use crochet cotton pearl. That's what I use because it's strong and relatively thin. Right, I think that's it, Violet. I think I've done it. I've split my thread there, which I didn't want to do, so I'm going to unsplit that. Right, so one of these goes to one side of that loop, one goes to the other, and then we need to tighten it all up. So just give it a bit of a pull first of all, and then we'll go and see on the outside what it looks like. Right. Bit slack, not much, but a little bit. It's worse. Hold these in my hands and pull that. Oh, that's white. That's lovely, that's the sound it should make. And then don't pull it so hard it's going to rip your paper, but pull it quite firmly and knot it. So you're knotting it over that central thread. And just in any second now we'll be able to breathe. Tie a bow in there that goes up and down like that. Cut your ends off. And if you want to tie a double bow with that bow, feel free, it's just a bit more secure.
You could always put a dab of glue on if you were really worried.
Yeah, you could. But a double bow with this sort of thing, it's not gonna, this sort of string stuff, it's not gonna come undone. Right, let's have a look then. If this is all wonky, I give up. Okay, I'll just give up. The video will end. So that folds to there, that folds to there, that folds over, that folds to there. We're not hanging out anywhere at all. Look at that. I've done it. I've done it. I've actually done it. Whoo! I must have used up some calories in thinking, surely.
Mike says, well done, Fiona, that for your journal is stitched up.
It's stitched up now, it is, yeah. Oh, that was a bit of an ordeal, wasn't it, guys? Don't you think? So there we have it. We have our journal, and you can go through it and just open the pages and, you know, make sure that it sort of opens okay. This one's doing all right, I think. And I'll just add back in the bits that I've taken out. So that had one of, oh, we had that envelope, didn't we? There. Can you tell I feel more relaxed now? What did we have there then? One of those big doubly. Was it that? Do we have that there? Where are those doubly sort of pockets? They're still in. Where did I put them? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put this in here, which might be where it goes. I don't know, they're lost. They're absolutely lost.
Is it lost?
The tags that look like the two tags, but they're stuck together. I don't know where they are. Right, this is the double paper clip job, that much I do know. So let's pop that onto there. Like that. Then we need the other journaling card. I swear they've all gone missing. That one, put that in there. So that's done, that's done. This is the little blue tip one. This one. That's done. Yeah, there's something else that goes into there, isn't there? It's those big double tags that I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. Where have they gone? Where did I throw them in desperation?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, I'll carry on regardless. This works, which I'm pleased about because I was a bit worried that it would catch in the centre, but it doesn't. It looks quite nice actually. That's my Edith postcard. So where is she? Oh, here she is. That's my floating pocket. This is my other journaling card and double paper clip. It's ridiculous, you can't just lose things.
You can't be far, you haven't moved.
I haven't moved, no. So that goes there, this goes there. That's blank. That never had anything in it. This, I'm going to put this in. Oh, there they are. They must still be in the book. Yeah, there they are. I bet you were shouting that, Violet, weren't you? And everybody else, don't be such a dope. They're there. Right, so back to the centre. We'll put all the things back in here. So a little tag goes in there. The little notebook goes in the centre. This goes here. And this goes here. And that, ladies and gents, is it. It is done. Ah, yes, Mike. I feel stitched up myself. Thank you, Bernice. Oh, thanks, Ros. Thank you, Kerry. Congratulations, at least a whole cake's worth of calories. Without a doubt, it's got to be. It's just got to be. So I'm just going to cut these off just at a bit of an angle.
Nancy says she was holding her breath till she turned blue.
I know that feeling, Nancy.
Nancy the Smurf.
Yeah, Smurf Nancy. I'm in a good mood now I've done that. These scissors, they're just rubbish, aren't they? Let's get some scissors that cut.
Denise says she thinks she's got a few more grey hairs.
Let's tie this sucker up.
Mike says wonderful in capital letters.
Oh, thank you, Mike. So it's a bit chunky really, but it's alright. No, that's just rubbish. Can you hold that for me, please? That's just rubbish.
Look for Peg.
Oh yeah, Peg. Peg'll help. Come on, Peg. Do your stuff. Oh, look. Oh, no. It's even too much for Peg. No, she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want to play. Thank you. There we go. Right. So you can spend your time prettying that up. For me personally, a dark room is beckoning.
Do we get walk on extra money?
Extra money? Extra, implying you already get some.
It's a speaking role.
Right, okay, there we go. That is our kit made up into something of a journal. You'll have loads left. I've got loads left. I don't know what to do with them really. They're just going to kick around forever until I do another nature journal. But I've really enjoyed doing that. You've all been really kind to me. And I quite like, well, I do like the result. So there you go, guys. Good luck sewing yours in. It's like a roller coaster ride. But I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So I shall see you next weekend with some other exciting project. I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be exciting. That might be pushing it. Probably won't be exciting, but it'll be a new project. And during the week I will pop up with the Edith Holden videos. Mini album, yeah. Carry on with that. But there'll be videos and the Mariposa. So, yeah, we were thinking of doing a Mariposa one tomorrow, weren't we?
Not tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. Mr. F gets his vaccination tomorrow. Second vaccination. So we're making contingency plans at the moment in case he's poorly. I can't believe that he would be. He's not, doesn't get poorly easily. But just in case, we're sort of keeping Monday a bit clear and Tuesday. So I'll pop up at some stage, that's all. And I'll try and give you adequate warning.
Tuesday will be fine, it's just we're out. Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday will be fine.
You might not be well on Tuesday.
Why would I be unwell?
Because of the vaccination. Oh, glory. Anyway, from Peggy and myself, goodbye. Thank you so much and take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, see you soon, take care, be safe, be happy.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry for the long drawn out pain.
Yeah, sorry for all of that.